That deserves an encore right there.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, everybody. We are so excited that you are here with us for Tea Time Tuesday, for our special evening Tea Time Tuesday, and we're excited. Hello, Apostle Monique. It's good to see you tonight. It's good to see you, and we are so excited. Everybody's taking their time to go grab their tea, and we are closing out the month of July. I'm telling you, it's been a long month, but we are excited that you all are taking your time to join us. Hope that you will go ahead and invite your friends. We want you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like and share this with everyone. Hello, Alicia. We say hello to you tonight. Hello, Nita. Hey. Good to see you too, sis. Hello, living in faith every day. It's good to see you too. And you know what? We are excited because we're actually going to continue with our renewal practices with our journaling sessions that we've been doing all month. And so we're closing it out today with Be True to Yourself journaling session. So we hope that you are ready for that. And yes, while we are actually getting ourselves together for our journaling session tonight, of course, we don't want to forget the fact that we are honoring Minority Mental Health Awareness Month in the month of July. And National Minority Mental Health Awareness Month is also the B.B. Moore Campbell National Minority Mental Health Awareness Month, which focuses on ending the stigma and to provide mental health support for minority communities. So very important. So we invite you to go look up that information so that you can still support this awareness. Again, if you want to support it, you can also wear that lime green color. But again, we are focusing on National Minority Mental Health Awareness Month. We want to make sure that we continue to do great things that will empower us and to help us in having positive and good mental health in our minority communities, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay. And so with that being said, hello, Sharon. It's good to see you. We welcome you tonight. Yes, we love that. We love that awareness. We're going to ask you to go get your tea. And while you're getting your tea, we're going to celebrate our tea of the week, which is a very interesting tea called Nilgiri tea. First time hearing that tea, but I had to do a little research on it. For you guys that love black tea, it is one of the black teas. It is very fragrant. It's light, but it's a full body tea, flavorful black tea. And it's coming from of course, the Camellia sinensis plant. It's coming from the Nilgiri, let's see, how could I say it? The Tamil Nadu, India region. In India, yes. And it's from a unique climate. That's why they call it that. It has a very flavorful type, citrusy, floral, fragrant aroma and taste to it. And that's what it's best known for. And it is most commonly used, the one that's commonly used to make iced tea, which we drink all the time. So I was like, okay, I found out something new about the tea. And so, again, which we need a little iced tea in this hot weather. It's been extremely hot.
That's right.
I know it's been hot here in Charlotte. How about over there in ATL?
It's hot. It is hot. It's blazing. Yes.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Yeah. We need some iced tea about right
now.
But we want to express again that our tea of the week is Nilgiri tea, which is coming from the Tamil Nadu, India region. And so if you've ever had that, which you probably have because you've had iced tea, regular iced tea, go ahead and put it in the chat. And while you're doing that, tell us what you're having tonight. And then I'm going to turn this over to Hope so that she can help us move into our locating yourself tonight.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Again, welcome to Tea Time Tuesday. I'm just thankful to be here with our Tea Time community. And as you all know, this is a time where we locate ourselves for those who are part of our Tea Time community. If this is your first time joining us, we take time to pause. Tea Time is about pause, resetting, and building resilience. And this is our time of tea time where we actually pause and we pause. And so this is a moment we're going to take just to kind of relax yourself and, just breathe in, breathe out, allow yourself to just relax, allow your mind and your thoughts to center. And so we're going to go into our locate yourselves right now. All right. Well, that was wonderful. I tell you, that totally relaxed me. I hope that you have the opportunity to pause and relax you as well. Again, good evening and welcome to Tea Time. Make sure that you have your Tea Time journals available and ready. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this over to Patrick as he leads us for our this tea time this evening.
Thank you, Hope. Thank you, Carmela. This is good. Hello, everybody. Hello. We are ending our month of July. It's amazing now that we're going into August. And we've been focusing a lot on our inner world, especially in honor of the National Minority Mental Health Awareness Month. And then August, we go into wellness. So it's total wellness. I'm liking this time because this is really helping us. I think it's reflection. So if everybody has your journal, please grab your journal if you will. You got your water, you have your tea, you have your refreshing beverage there, you're relaxing. Let's get connected and let's take our time. Now, let's make sure also let's get the likes up, please. As soon as you come in, let's like, let's subscribe. If you're comfortable, share the link and send it to someone so that we can all be connected and we can get more of this tea time out to others. All right. So as Carmela shared and opened up, the focus is from a message that was shared at the Renewal Center, and we want to use that theme about being true to yourself for actually a renewal practice. But what we're going to do, we're going to hone in more on journaling, but I want to set the foundation for that so that as we close out the month of July, you'll go into August in your time of wellness with this as a premise, as a foundation. So we're going to be talking about be true to yourself. We're going to do some journaling. And what we're going to do is we've got 5 questions. Perhaps we'll get through them tonight. But a few things I want to do before we get started is I like to get your response to a few of our, what I would call 4 perspectives. And these are 4 perspectives we need to have if we're going to have a good reflective time about being true to yourself. So here are the 4 things. I want you to just read them out loud where you are and go ahead and say them together. Number 1 is the more you know about who you are, the less you become who you're not. So the first perspective to be true to yourself is the more you know about who you are, the less you become who you are not. So that's the first perspective for this evening. All right, number 2. Let's read that one. You cannot lead your life well if you are unaware of the life you are leading. Okay? You cannot lead your life well if you are unaware of the life you are leading. So we've got 2 that we've already discussed. First one, again, the more you know about who you are, the less you become who you're not. You cannot lead your life well if you're unaware of the life you are leading. You say, okay, well, Patrick, what does this have to do with being true to yourself? Well, the more and more that I know who I am, the more and more I know who I am not, I have the right view of who I am. And so it takes time to pause and reset if we're going to be able to do that. So I'll bring this up one more time. All right. Number 3, awareness is the compass of clarity. It directs, protects, and reflects. Awareness is the compass of clarity. Go ahead and put that in the comments, everybody. Awareness is the compass of clarity. What does it do? It directs, it protects, and it reflects. And we're going to dig into that as well. So again, these are perspectives for our renewal practices this evening. Go ahead and put in the comments, T-timers, awareness is the compass of clarity. It's the compass. All right. And if you think about compass, what does that mean? And then the last one is self-awareness is sacred. It reveals the truth beneath our truths. Now, I'm going to bring this up one more time, but I just want to lay a foundation for our journaling session. It is sacred because it shows you the truth behind our truths. We have our truths, which is what we would call our perspectives, our opinions, our insights. But then there's the truth that's beneath our truths. So I'll give you a chance to reflect on these 4 perspectives before we get started, because this is our foundation. And T-timers, while you're watching, I want you to just maybe put in the comments a couple of things that may come to mind. All right. A few things that are coming to your mind as you look at these perspectives, maybe just a one word that really encaptures what you're thinking about. All right. Okay. Thank you so much. Glad that you're listening in. Be true to yourself. Yes. Awareness is the compass of clarity. Go ahead and put that out there, T-timers. Awareness is the compass of clarity, and let's get the likes up as we pause, reset, and build resilience. All right, good. So a couple of more ground rules for this evening, just to get us going. There's 2 things you want to think about when you're being true to yourself, and 2 things you want to avoid. You want to avoid always and never when it comes to how we speak to others and how we speak to ourselves. What that does is it doesn't leave room for growth, and it amplifies things. So we want to be careful that we don't get in the phase of saying, oh, I'm always on target, I'm always on point. Well, no, I'm always on time, or I'm never on time, or I'll never do this, or I never do this. So it's important that as you're being true to yourself, that we don't use all inclusive words like this, because that limits our growth. So if I say, well, I always do that, well, that means that there's no room for growth. All right. I always work out. I know good and well I don't always work out. Okay. Or there are other things that we have to consider. So when you're thinking about being true to yourself, it's important that we rid ourselves of these types of words, because what that does is that positions us where we don't have room for what I would call vertical growth in being true to ourselves. Okay. So it's important that we think that. Let's see a couple of comments coming in. Renita says, makes me think of a reality check and full transparency. Thank you for sharing. Would love to get your comments out there as it relates to our foundational perspectives this evening. What comes to mind just based upon these 4 statements? How does this resonate with you? How does this, what do you think about? What does this inspire or cause you to think or prompt as we get ourselves prepared? All right. Carmela, hope any thoughts, before we get started? You may have a reflection. If not, that's fine. Just want to give you space to share anything that may come to mind about just our opening perspectives or statements.
I think these are good starting points for our journaling session tonight.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Hope anything?
Oh no, I was just reflecting on what was here. right now I'm just focusing on just the awareness in all areas.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. All right, tea timers, let me know that you're ready. Just hashtag uh, ready, please, for me. Let me know that you're ready. Just type in the ready in the comments. Just let us know that you're ready, that you're set. I've got my chai latte here. I've already located myself with these two wonderful ladies. We are here and we are ready. Everybody ready? Go ahead and type in the comments. You're ready? Because again, this is community. We're building resilience this evening. Isn't it wonderful just to pause? Because I know I had a full day. And
Mhm.
I'm so grateful to be with both of you this evening. I really appreciate this.
Thank
All
you.
right, I'm going to bring up, okay, we ready? Charlize is ready. Forgiveness Channel's ready. Carmela's ready. We're ready over here. All right, everybody's ready. Hope I know you're ready over there. Are we good to go? All right, so what I will do is I will bring up the first prompt. We will take some time to write through it. I have my journal here. You should have yours ready. Oh, more readies are coming in. All right, right. Renita's ready. Sharon's ready. Everybody ready. Okay. All right,
Right.
here we go. First one is, what internal monologue shapes your daily decisions and self perception?
Hmm.
All right, let's pause and let's go ahead and respond to this in your journal. right. And even the music was on time. Even the music on time. The music went down. All right. All right. All right. Everybody, let's regroup. How was that for you, everybody? We started out again with the question, the journal question, and I can kick it off just kind of as an example. So, what internal monologue shapes your daily decisions and self perception? Now, I could have said dialogue, because you might be talking to yourself and whatever else is in your mind at the time. But I just use the word monologue just for the sake of us focusing on who we are. So I wrote a few things that I'll share. If you'd like to, Tea Timers, please feel free to place those in the comments. Some of your perspectives that you're comfortable sharing with the community, the Tea Time community this evening. And even for those of you that are watching the replay, feel free. So I wrote down a few things, and I'll just share one or two things. I did put, I have another day to be who I am authentically and to inspire others and to create and activate my potential and purpose. Then on occasion, I put down, this is just me talking to myself, you can't get stuck in the minutia, the routine, and the rut of self-critique, because that does come up every now and then as a monologue. Keep expanding and expressing. The world is not against me. The world is waiting for me to unfold who I am. And so I just kind of wrote those things down. As I'm entering into new seasons, new doors, new places, those are just a few things that's shaping my daily decisions. That it's about growing. I also put down something that said growing in renewal daily, and another way to be who I am authentically, to inspire others, and to create, activate my potential and purpose. So, to me, that's kind of how That's how I'm thinking about daily decisions and also self perception. But I focused a lot on self perception when I was answering this question. So, Tea Timers, feel free to share your comments. I do have more, but that's just a snippet of what I was meditating on and writing in. Carmelo or Hope, if you want to share anything, feel free. Tea Timers also do the same. So I'll just go ahead and pause.
Hope, you want to go first?
Sure. I have, let's see. I have awareness brings clarity,
Mm-hmm.
and that was my writing prompt. And I wrote some things after that, but I'm gonna just share. Awareness brings clarity, and I'll say authenticity and the real me. Authenticity and the real me.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Carmelo, any thoughts? Tea Timers, feel free to chime in. Go right ahead.
I thought about the question that you asked: what internal monologue shapes my daily decisions and self-perceptions? Okay, so first of all, I had to look at, I'm kind of wired for planning a lot. So for me, my wheels start spinning when I start thinking about planning. We get up in the day, and so I'm thinking about planning, and in real time, I'm thinking about self-encouragement and how am I processing a situation early in the morning. So it can very, very well start in my morning devotions, where I'm speaking declarations or even affirmations or things like that kind of get me going for the day. So my inner monologue starts then. And kind of like what I shared last week for Tea Time Tuesday. Literally, well, what would I do if I knew I could not fail? That would be, I'm thinking for the day. I'm thinking about planning. I'm thinking about what I'm going into. And the questions that come up in my mind is, I have to do that, or what do I need to do? And how is that going to benefit me? It's like ongoing. or no, I don't need to do that. But it's still that get up, let's go. Come on, you can do this. Or what would I do if I knew I could not fail? That statement drives me a lot. And so as I'm tackling things or looking at what I need to do next, uh, that statement kind of, that's my inner monologue a lot. But of course, it's always that I got to do this, or why am I doing this, or how is this going to benefit me? So that inner dialogue, or no, I don't need to do that, and why? So that's going to determine my next steps. Because I was looking at what you said in the question that shapes your daily decisions.
Yeah.
So that shapes my daily decisions when I ask myself, well, how is this going to benefit me? Or no, I don't need to do that. So what's next for me to do?
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Tea timers, let's hear from you. Feel free to place your comments. I know some of you are probably journaling over there, because that's what we're supposed to be doing. Welcome everybody to Tea Time Tuesday, where we pause, reset, and build resilience. Those who are coming on, got a good audience that's out here this evening. And again, we're focusing on being true to yourself, a journaling session. And our first prompt for this evening was, what internal monologue shapes your daily decisions and self-perception? All right, we gave some of our answers. We want to give you an opportunity to give yours, or continue to journal, continue to write. All right, I've got mine, you got yours. Let's do that. We're going to go on to number 2. All right, and we'll dig a little deeper. Okay, and again, what are your reflections to the question? That's the key thing that we're focusing on this evening. So take your time. Whatever comes out is what comes out. So I just want to say that there are the only ground rules really is just reflection and pausing. Those are things that we want to make sure that we do. You know how we do here on our tea time. All right. So again, let's get the likes up. Let's share. Let's engage. Share this with others. Let's go to number 2. What emotions or thoughts are guiding your reactions today? What emotions or thoughts are guiding your reactions today? So this might be a little bit briefer, but feel free to, whatever comes forth, just go ahead and do that. And we'll come back here within like 1 or 2 minutes for this particular question. All right, let's go ahead and go. All right. Little shorter question. What emotions and or thoughts are guiding your reactions today? All right, we got a couple of answers that came in. So we want to read those. Let me go ahead and bring us up again. We bring these comments up. Everybody keep taking your time. All right. Renita says here in reference to the last question, I'm driving, but I do a lot of questioning, challenging, reflection, affirmations, and calling on the Lord. A lot of Father help. All right. So that's your inner monologue, internal monologue that guides your daily decisions. Thank you for sharing that. All right. Sharon says, self-talk, remember to work and walk in purpose. And 2, by knowing and believing that I am capable, helps me to calm my anxiety. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for that transparency there, Sharon. Anybody else still thinking about number 1? Please feel free to put down your answers to number 1. And then also number 2, our next question for today is, what emotions and or thoughts are guiding your reactions daily? So I know that you're out there, but I know you're writing. So this must be a good exercise because you're reflecting. But feel free to put your answers in the comments, Tea Timers. I'm still over here thinking through this as well. So I want to just give you Tea Timers some time to think through this. And again, let's go back to our 4 perspectives. All right. The more you know about who you are, the less you become who you're not. And you can't lead your life well if you're unaware of the life you're leading. These are awareness questions. You know, we're looking at a compass. We're getting clarity the more and more that we just reflect. You know, it's directing us, it's protecting us. That's interesting. And it causes us to reflect. And this is sacred because this time of self-awareness shows the truth behind our truths. So we're really looking at what's going on the inside of us and what's at the core, or who or what or why at the core of who we are. So Tea Timers, feel free to share your perspectives. All right. Monique is saying, I am enough. I can do all things through Christ. So that is your reflections, daily decisions. Thank you for sharing that. Anybody else, you want to share any of your number 1s and number 2? Hope, Carmela, any thoughts may come to your mind. Feel free to share. Tea Timers, feel free to share. If you just want to meditate and think on it, we can go into number 3.
I think I wrote down the thoughts that guide my reactions will probably be staying grounded in truth, the truth of the matter, coming from a place of, and I heard Hope mention it earlier, but you know, the place of authenticity and realness. What's really happening? You know, what's the reality of what's happening, and from a place of authenticity within me. Trying to run things through the grid of truth and discernment, and going back to those statements that you made about the compass, because the compass is going to tell you where you're headed and where you're at. The compass is always accurate. So for me, it would have to be from just really coming from a place of being grounded in truth and discernment. I try to filter things through that. That don't mean I would get it up right all the time, but that's would be guiding my reaction to things.
Powerful. Hope, any thoughts, emotions when you think about that are guiding your reactions today specifically? Anything?
I've written some things. I'm still working on it.
Okay. Good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I am too. I got 1 or 2 things. The first thing that came to mind was listen actively and attentively. I really thought about that today. I wrote down learn and ask questions, and then I said breathe. It's okay to not know it all. So those are just a few things that were in my thoughts today as I was just navigating my day and learning some things. So those really highlighted my reactions today as well. All right, we got a few more coming in. And I think this is still in response to number one. Folks must be writing tonight. This is good. Charlisa, you're wonderfully made by the great creator who loves you enough to guide you through this.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. You're speaking to yourself.
Powerful affirmation.
Yes. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
So again, we've gone through 2, and we're closing in on time already. My goodness. But I want us to just get one more in if we can. Oh, here we go. All right. Hope you want to read this, Monique's response.
Question 2, I'm being guided by reflective thoughts today, and I am in assessment mode, taking time to think and process my experiences from this weekend.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. Anybody else out there, Tea Timers? Again, we bring up the second question. All right. Let me know how you're liking this. Let me know. Give me some thumbs up, some hearts, some likes. Let us know how this session is coming along. Our second question was, what emotions and or thoughts are guiding your reactions today? I say this is a good practice. Perhaps if you're new to journaling or you don't do a whole lot of reflections and you're not sure what to write, there's always power in a question. And your questions will really help you go a little bit more vertical and less horizontal in that. So again, everybody let me know if this is, thank you, Carmela, appreciate it. Everybody else let me know.
I'm behind the scenes doing that.
Yeah. Thank you. All right. Let's go to number 3. I've got some other questions. I'm trying to figure out which one is the most potent one. Let me see here. I got some nice questions here tonight, boy. Let's see. We did 2, we did 3. Let's see this next one. Let me just think on this one here. Okay. Number 3 is fine. All right, let's go to this one, Tea Timers. Number 3, as you're writing, as you're reflecting, feel free to put your responses in the comments as well. All right, number 3 is, how do you respond to new ideas and new ways of thinking? How do you respond to new ideas and new ways of thinking? All right. While you're doing that, let's take another minute. I think we got time for another one too. So let's just take our time with this one. Everybody, let's go ahead and pause, reset, build resilience, and we'll be back in a minute. very calm, soothing. I'm enjoying this. How many are enjoying this? Let me know. All right, got a couple of things that came up. Some folks are still at work. They're catching the replay. Hearts for hope. All right, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Living in Faith Every Day says, I'm open to them because I love mindset growth, to be challenged in my thinking, things that make you go, in my, Arsenio Hall voice. Yes, I remember that. All right. Folks, we just did another one about being open to new ideas. How do you respond to new ideas and new ways of thinking? Hope you want to kick this one off.
Sure. I'll share one thing. I'm pretty much open when it comes to new perspective and new ideas. Sometimes I can overanalyze. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Melanie, thoughts?
Yeah, pretty much the same in a way. I always say, okay, what's that about? I like to lean into the fact that there's always some people that know so much more. I mean, way more. And, it's like, okay, let me see what they're talking about so I can learn, their perspective and get their insight on some things, especially if it's a growth opportunity, because I love the growth mindset. But there is a tendency sometimes to pick it apart. You want to pick it apart, a little bit. But really, I love knowledge and expanding knowledge, especially if the concept is going to enhance me. I got to look at it. Is this something that's going to enhance me in any way? And I lean into it. I want to know more. I want to glean from other people or new, other insights. And I think, I'm always in a place to grow. So, yeah.
Good. Thank you. Anybody else out there, Tea Time community? What are your responses to these last question? I'd love to hear from you. All right. Charlisa says, I'm taken away by the soothing music. That's not an answer, but thank you very much.
We're going to go to sleep.
You're supposed to be journaling. All right. You want to read this one? Go ahead, anybody.
New ideas inspire me to think outside of my personal perspective and to consider new ways of doing things.
All right.
Yeah.
Relaxing music. All right. Another one. Okay. I really wrote a lot on this one. I was like, my entire career is about implementing ideas in a lot of areas. And so my first response was not with blind acceptance. Then I was like, okay. Then I thought, my mind started critically going down the path of, so what's the source of or foundation behind this new idea? Then I began to think, does this align or contradict with my Christ-centered identity? I just started thinking deeply, just not now. Then I began to say, okay, well, where did you get the information from? What do you mean by that? How did you come to that conclusion? Can you teach me? Can you show me? I'd like to learn more. So I just went down a whole bunch of responses. I say that because I had to do that today. I had to ask these questions today. And a few things I was asked today. So what do you think we should do? I was like, oh, well. So I had to be quick on my feet. And I thought about this in reverse. Like, how am I actually sharing concepts and ideas with other people? And I thought about how they're thinking through things as well. So this was a very interesting question for me today. I'm going to explore that a little bit deeper. Yeah. All right.
It's good.
Yeah. Thank you. Sharon, I'm open to new ideas and ways of thinking as it brings growth and new perspectives. I may have some questions. Right. Okay, we've got 7 minutes. I will do time for one more. And this is for you to internalize, to reflect, to think through. This was going to be the last question. but we're gonna think through it. Definitely wanted to go deep with that question, but can only type someone to yes. That's true. That's true. Yes, 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 yes. All right, let's do the last one. Let's see here. Y'all ready? Okay. Let me turn the music up. We need a music for this one. Uh-oh. All right. Okay, here we go. What feedback have I received lately and how did I respond? All right. Got a few minutes left. Everybody come back. This has been good. I'm going to give the tea timers a chance to, first of all, share any responses or any takeaways from this evening, from any of the questions, the perspectives, the renewal practices, the exercises, your thoughts, whatever it is. Please feel free to put those in the comments because we build resilience through community. This last one, I thought about, I was in a meeting, and as I was entering into my new role, and I'm hyper aware right now of different things. So I wasn't expecting to get this while I was in the meeting of other executive leaders, and I was pinging someone to say, "Hey, here's something, consider, here's something, consider," because I wasn't sure if I was supposed to weigh in that session. And so they called me out and said, "Hey, Patrick's got some perspectives here in the chat." I was like, so I was like, "Uh-oh." And so later on, I was like, "Look, the feedback was you have a fresh perspective in this area. So be empowered to weigh in because your insights are valuable and unique."
Mhm.
I said, "Okay." And I wasn't sure what I was supposed to do during that particular meeting. So now what I did was I just responded and started really taking my time to be more aware because I'm more aware of who I'm around in terms of personality, their leadership approaches. And again, as I've been getting coached my own self, lately I've been really been more aware of how I'm communicating, how I'm listening. So that feedback came in, and I started responding by saying, "Okay, so this is actually the perception. So they want me at the table. I'm at the table already, of course, but I need to weigh in a little bit more." So I began to just go ahead and move forward. Little did I know, it was like, yeah, thank you. Your ideas are making sense, and you're bringing a different perspective. So I'm grateful that I did get that feedback because it prompted more from me. So I just thought I'd share that with the group. Just in terms of how I receive feedback. I know we're at time, but Hope, Carmela, any thoughts, anything you want to share on that subject matter before we give the tea timers some time to share their last comments and takeaways?
Oh, well, I think that last question was pretty fundamental for us to kind of look at ourselves to see how did we do with our last feedback and how we did. I think it's a good way to kind of filter things out to see how we are doing. Because it could be maybe you were challenged in a certain way, and how did you respond to that challenge? Maybe you got constructive criticism. How did you respond to that? Maybe you got empowered, and how did you receive that? Did you receive that with open arms? Things like that. So I like that. I looked at it from different perspectives on my last conversations that I may have had.
Good. Thank you for sharing. Hope, any thoughts on your end?
No, actually, I don't. I just have writing prompts that I'm, gonna write through when I have a chance. But no, I just want to say that it was a great tea time this evening, and I love to journal. So I really don't have much to say right now because I'm still in the process of writing because I write a lot.
Thank you.
Okay, all right.
That's good. This is good. Thank you. I know we've all got a lot of different perspectives and responses. Anybody out there at Tea Time Land, share with us your perspectives. Got another one coming in. Hope Matters PLLC says, I was told that my boundaries were stronger than in the past. I sat with it and accepted it. It is true. I avoided jumping on the defense, moving into people pleasing. Thank you for sharing that. Appreciate your transparency. Any other tea timers, please feel free to share. We've done some reflective questions this evening, and we're just this again. Today was about being true to yourself, and doing a journaling session. I'll bring up the fourth question just for those that we skipped over that one. If you want to write this down and use this later as a prompt, the question is, what is one what question I need to be asked instead of why? So what is one what question? This one's going to be a little longer. This one takes a little bit more thinking. But number 4 was, what is one what question I need to be asking instead of why? So if you'd like to use this a little bit later in your own journal time, I want to leave this up there for you, so you can do that. Hope you want to read Charlisa's statement here.
Sure. To be true to self, I was initially defensive, but shortly thereafter I sat with it and asked self as to why I responded the way and how I can embrace constructive feedback better.
All right. Thank you for sharing. Anybody else out there, tea timers, let us know. All right, we got a few announcements. Carmela, I'm going to kick it off with this first announcement.
Oh, okay. Ladies, we ask if you'd like to come join us for the Women at the Well Bible Study Series. We're returning this coming Saturday. We've been on Cynthia Hill's book. This is our second study, Becoming a Woman Whose God is Enough. We're so excited. We took a couple of months off because of the summer break and holiday. And so we're coming back to study chapter 3 and 4. And you're welcome to join us. You can find out how to join us on our social media platforms. If you have already signed up for Reforming Culture, that same link, then you probably have received an email from me. So we look forward to you come joining us this coming Saturday.
All right. Thank you. Please make sure you share with others and pack the virtual house. All right.
Right.
pack the virtual house, share it with other ladies, let them know concerning the study. This is specifically uniquely for you. And so we look forward to hopefully you'll be able to be there and share with others. All right. Thank you so much. Hope you want to give this announcement on these two next ones, please.
Sure. We have the Renewal Summer Prayer. It's going to be 7:30 p.m. We've already went through, of course, June and July, so we have one final one left for August 13th. Please make sure to join us. The Zoom information located here on the bottom of the screen. We look forward to you joining us for prayer, for renewal prayer. And then our Friday morning prayer, Fridays at 6:30 a.m. It is the same code to get in as Performing Culture. Please join us. Has been a phenomenal time of just praying and soaking and focusing on the scripture and the word. Join us again Fridays at 6:30 a.m. for a time of prayer with the Renewal Center.
And lastly, we have our New You Digital Discipleship. Please join us this coming Sunday. We will be live on our YouTube channel. You can still log into our Zoom. We want to encourage you to download our mobile app as well. Also, you can go to our website. You can go to our Facebook page as well, or Instagram, and you can access the information to register for our New You Digital Discipleship each and every Sunday, all right, at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And also, you have an opportunity to join us on our YouTube channel as well. So, we want to thank everybody for being a part of Tea Time today. I'd like you to consider partnering with us with a donation and with giving and supporting the Renewal Center. If this renewal practice was strengthening to you and it added value to who you are and really helped you. And also, you see the value of the programming that we provide. We're going to encourage you to give and to donate to the Renewal Center. These are the different ways of giving to the Renewal Center. If you haven't considered it before, we ask you to consider it, to partner with us. Our website, therenewalcenters.com/give. You can text Renewal Center to the number there, and a secure link for giving will show up. We have PayPal and Zelle, which is the Renewal Center 2020 at gmail.com. And also, you can give CashApp, which is Cash Renewal Center, and Venmo at Renewal Center. If you'd like to mail a check or money order, there's the P.O. Box 1381, Concord, North Carolina 28026. I want to thank you. We want to thank you for supporting us, partnering with us, being a part of our Tea Time and Renewal Center community. And again, as we sign off for the month of July, we look forward to seeing you next Tuesday, 12 p.m. And, we've got Wellness Month in August, so we're going to come back with some great renewal practices to help strengthen you during our Tea Time community. And again, go ahead and take a look at this new tea. I have never heard of this. I am going to find Nilgiri tea.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So I haven't heard of that one. So that's really, really new to me.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. Drop a few comments, share this link with others. Thank you, everybody. Yes, you're welcome, Sharon. Thank you for being a part of the community. Feel free to drop in the comments your thoughts, your perspectives. Come back and rewatch it. Do the replays. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. That's right. I am Renewal. Absolutely. Let's take care of each other. All right. We want everybody to be well. All right. So spend some time in journaling. Spend some time in reflection. Try to do it every day. Even if it's just one word that comes out. Give me just one little word. That's fine. All right. I hope these prompts were helpful. I think we'll come back and do this at some point in the future. I'm actually liking these. And I want to get some men involved as well to start reflecting, writing down their perspectives, writing out their ideas, start thinking through ways we can really strengthen each other. So if you got any brothers and sisters and significant men in your life, send them our way on Tuesdays. And I think this will really be a value add to them as well. All right. Well, we're going to end with the locate yourself exercise. And until then, we'll see you next time. All right. Thanks, everybody, for being on. Thank you, Carmela. Thank you, Hope. Everybody have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Good night.